Thank you everybody for watching this video. Push the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and push that notification bell. It will help us tremendously to grow this channel. We have a bunch of stuff coming out for you, the fans, unique content, so please stay tuned. JHK here for the All-Star, and joining me right now from a middle of a session is UFC light heavyweight William Knight. William, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm feeling nice. Just training and just grinding.
I watched this video earlier this year. I think at the beginning of the year, it was called Sunday with UFC fighter William Knight. And it showed you training some people. Looked like you were doing some personal training. You know, I know it definitely benefits them, the people that you help, but how does it benefit you?
I mean, it benefits me because I put circuits together and then I mimic them and then I have other people trained to see if it's efficient and effectively works. And so far, most of the clients that I train, it effectively works. So I know I'm not just physically strong and like, oh, I could do this with ease. I put other people through and watch them grow. So I'm figuring like, oh, it's working for me too then.
For sure. And what was the most successful story so far?
Sergio, my man lost over 100 pounds. Like, just his efficiency, his endurance, his cardio, everything. Like, I don't know, man. He stuck with me for 2 years straight, followed the diet, followed every routine, never questioned me, never argued. He just did it, man. And he now when we spar, he's up there with me. I'm like, okay, okay.
Nice, man. Shout out to Sergio, man. 100 pounds ain't no joke.
Yeah.
Now, I remember you were saying in the past that, you know, you don't like hurting people. So I'm interested to know, how do you put yourself in that place, in that mindset to go inside the cage and do damage?
Up to my recent fight, just before I walked out, I was in that mindset, and I don't know what happened, man. My coach said some shit to me, and I turned it off. And I was out there like ready. I don't even know. And I was looking at the fight. I was like, "That's me? Why look so serious? Like, what the hell?" I don't know, man. My coach, I don't know. He found my switch. I don't even dare ask him. I'm like, "Yo, whatever you said, just remember it. Don't use it on me now, so I can find a bypass. Just whatever you said to me." Because I closed my eyes and just listened, and I just let it go into autopilot and just I'm ready.
You know, you went into autopilot and landed that beautiful counter left hook, face planted Charant. Was that something that you and your coaches saw in preparation, or was it just something that you had to adjust to in the cage?
No, I knew that my left hand was dangerous. I know till this day because I use it in training a lot. Like everybody who's a southpaw, that's the left hook I use because for some reason that backhand drops a lot. So for the past three fights that I seen him fight like live, I never like go look at him to know how to beat him or not. I leave that to my coaches if they need to. One thing about me is I don't care if I have 100 opponents or fought 100 opponents. You'll never see me watching tape on an opponent. That's not my business. That's not my state of mind. That's my coach's problem and my coach's job to train me. So when people be like, you don't watch tape, oh, you need to watch tape. Nah, because like me, you watch tape on me, I don't come out the same fighter. And a lot of people are starting to learn. They want to come grapple me and I'm knocking them the fuck out. Like, yo, or if they come in to fucking knock me out, I submit them. Like, it is, you're taught to improve, not remain the same. So if you come out the same, then yeah, I could watch tape on you and scrape your shit. But there's no point because in today's time, everybody's evolving. You got all these hybrids in MMA. They're coming in with 5, 6, 7 fight styles and can switch it up at any given moment. So if there's a favorite thing they like to do, cool. They're gonna expect you to know, and then they're gonna switch it up on your ass. So that left hook, believe it or not, I think 4 of his fights, I always cheer for Fabio. He's a New Englander. I told people, yo, he's gonna knock dudes out with his left hand, his left hand. I guess I manifested it in myself. So when I fought him, all I was thinking is like, yo, he's gonna stand up with me because people think they're boxing, their hands are better than mine. It's not that their hands are better than mine. It's the fact I don't want to hurt you in sense of like striking you. So I'll bring you to the ground and just throw some rapid hits that you're blocking, and hopefully the ref stops it, or I'll submit you. But now I'm like, I don't give a fuck anymore because at the end of the day, people had a lot to say. People still have a lot to say, and I don't care anymore. Like, there's nothing to prove. I got hands, I got brute strength, everything. My last fight with before Fabio, I fucking fought while having COVID. I had COVID. The 2 weeks after quarantine, I flew right out to Vegas. They tested me to make sure I wasn't contagious and everything else, still recovering, and went out and fought a guy who knocked everybody out practically and was on a 14 or 13 fight win streak. And I went the distance with him and I drained him. And he inboxed me and said he wants to fight me while at full strength. He wants to fight me at my 100%. He said that he was the better man that night, that he won, like he was on that verge. He told me he was a better man that night due to a default, and he wants to fight me at a true fight.
Mm.
And he's on it. Even his last fight, he told me like, "Yo, I still want to fight you. I mean, with all respect, I still want to
Yeah.
fight you, but at full your full self. You're the strongest dude I ever fought, and you're fast as shit." I'm like,
Mm.
yeah. He's like, he couldn't even pump his jab because I was throwing those leg kicks faster than he could throw the jab, he said. So I'm like, yo, a lot of people can sleep and underestimate me, but they don't put into mind that I don't want to hurt people. Now, what you should think about is what happens when he turns that switch off and he wants to hurt people. Look what he's already doing, and he's trying to resist and pull back on hurting people. What if he goes full force? My last fight was an example. Yeah, I threw the check hook. I seen him fall, and I finished the fight. You seen after that, I threw 3 strikes after that. I finished the fight. Like, yo, I looked at the ref and I'm like, you know what? In my head, they said don't stop till the ref pulls you off, and I just turned that switch off, like my humanity. Like, yo, I'm gonna go in until the ref stops me for every fight. So going into this fight, it's the same thing. Menifield's powerful, whatever the case may be, to his opponents. And I don't care how anybody takes it, because at the end of the day, I'm me and I know exactly what I'm capable of. I know myself, and I know how far I'll go, even if it's my life on the line, how far I'll go to assure myself of victory. So anyone can say what they want. Anybody can knock someone. Anyone can take me down, do the whole thing. You have to finish me, and I mean you have to finish me. And it's not even a joke. You have to finish me. You have to choke me the fuck out or knock me the fuck out. Anyway else, yeah, I don't see it happening. So people can say what they want. My next fight, I'm going to be an example of what I'm speaking of. My speed, my power, my endurance, my brute strength. I have it all, man. I have it all. It's just up to me to implement it in a fight. And now I'm in that mindset where I don't care anymore. Now I'm going to go out there and actually fight. I didn't want to hurt people, but that's how I'm getting paid. I have to go out there and hurt them briefly, 15 minutes or 25 minutes, because every sport I did, I became a champion in. And that's a fact. I've been a champion in everything I did, from high school wrestling, jujitsu, any tournament I've been in. I always won my belts when I went for them. Tournaments down to title fights, never lost a title fight. Never was not able to defend a belt. I defended my belts. So I know what mindset I am. I know exactly where I'm going to be in a couple of years from now. And I aim to do just that. UFC gold is in my sights from day one. So,
Damn. There's not many other questions I could ask, man. You covered all the bases pretty much in that answer. But anything different about this training camp compared to maybe your last couple?
yeah, I was called in like a 5 week hit. Like, hey, you want to fight on December? And you know me, I'm always grinding anyway. So I was like, yeah, I'll take the fight. And they told me who it was. I'm like, oh, third time's a charm. Hopefully we're both healthy. We're both in good health when we get there. Hopefully this time we get to weigh in, face off, and actually fight. So these last 5 weeks, I just been grinding. But this time I took it up a notch. I grind hard, and when I'm at my lowest, I go and run and do like cardio circuits and everything else. I push my body beyond. So this next fight is gonna be real fun for me.
Definitely. And the Northeast, man, it's known for their harsh winters. Does that affect your training any, or do you enjoy that cold?
I enjoy it. Believe it or not, the colder it is, the more calories and shit you burn off your body, because your body's working double time. I run outside in some shorts and some sneakers in the cold, come back through the door steaming. That's how I do. If I'm not steaming, I ain't working hard enough. That's just it. Oh, you're gonna get frostbite, you're gonna get sick. Nah, my immune system's pretty good, man. I'm straight. I've been in these 4 seasons for the past 33 years. I mean, I'm used to it. So I'm outside running, cops pulling up to me. You okay? You need to ride somewhere? Do you need a coat or jacket? I'm like, nah, I'm doing my cardio for a fight coming up. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Good luck, man. Stay safe. Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
Nice, man. Winter's just starting over here, and I went outside for a run for like 20 minutes. I was about to die. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, it's here. Yeah, it snowed a couple flurries within the past 2 days, but nothing that stuck to the ground.
I don't know, man. You've covered all the bases, but I feel like you have kind of like a vision. Do you have a vision for this fight for yourself? Like how you can end it?
Yeah, one of us is getting knocked out cold, and it ain't gonna be me. Like on some serious shit, I don't train to fucking lose. I train to win. So I'm happy my opponent is fighting healthy. Hopefully we make it to the scales both healthy. I'm happy that he took the fight. I hope no he's happy that I took the fight. We're about to go and display our abilities. We both came from contender series. We both have physical attributes. We both look like physical specimens, but at the end of the day, it comes down to heart. And I know my heart is no joke, man. I know where I come from.
December 4th, man. This is a banger of a fight, man. I think you guys are gonna steal the show on the night. Thank you so much, William, for the time.
Definitely, man. Thanks.